That's right. You're watching the Friday edition of the CrayolaSec Harsh Reality. We're live right here on Facebook, on internet radio. Ed Niall joining us, Mr. Harsh Med, Michael's Jaden, or Michael Sean Michaels, or whatever name he's going by today. Something like that. Hart Honer and Scott Jr. have no idea what we're talking about tonight, so it ought to be a pretty fun show. And that's all I have to say about that.
And actually, I'm glad you feel that way because we do have a very special guest tonight. I know you did the introduction today and all, but of course you know who I am, me, myself, and I, Harsh Med. And we'll just go around the horn again. The man in the middle with the skull and bones and the same hairstyle for the past 20 years, of course, is Scott Senior, holding down the ones and twos. And of course is I think his son to the left of him on the screen.
So hard to tell. It's so pasty.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a son or not. It's a Scott. It's Scott Jr. I'm not sure if they're related. I mean, I think they are, but I don't know. And of course, to the right of Scott Sr., everyone's favorite Inuk, everyone's favorite native, Hart Honer. And tonight we have a special guest to talk about a very special, important topic: mental health. Our guy, Michael Jaden, or Shawn Michaels, or Sean McDonald, has so many names, yet the same pair of glasses. Go figure. Anyhow, take it away, sir. What did you want to come on the show to talk about tonight? We're very glad to have you here.
Am I already live?
Yes, we are.
Okay. My name is Michael. I come from a background where I first got diagnosed with bipolar disorder and manic depression when I was 19 years of age. Growing up, it was really hard to deal with, and I never really had mental health until later on in my life. And I was first diagnosed with bipolar and manic depression. And when I was younger, I had ADHD as well. It never really bothered me until when I was about 10 years old. And when I was 19, I got diagnosed with a Dr. Angela Penny from the PAU over here in St. John's. And she's the one that diagnosed me. I ended up in a psychiatric unit, which is a psychiatric. Basically, she's the one that diagnosed me. Very nice lady. And then it took me a long time to get used to it. Like, I had to adjust with my medication. And with mental health, it's really different because mental health is so hard and delicate to deal with because the way my mental health state at the time, I never ever had it until later on in my life. And I try to express it as much as possible because mental health is so hard to deal with for me because I was on so many pills. They started me out with lithium, had to get off that. That was making me have a lot of side effects. Then I was on risperidone, and which is a mood stabilizer, and then it was Seroquel for my sleep. Then I was on Blue Canoes, which is known as Zapiclone for sleep. If you want to say something, Hart, you can. I'm willing to
So
listen.
they had to give you something to one of the drugs wasn't allowing you to sleep, so they had to give you something to go to sleep.
Yeah.
That was the Spiritol. I mean, I remember having to take that in the past like once or twice. I took it, I took it once or twice, and I'm like, this is terrible. This is like a hangover without the fun night before.
Oh,
It was just awful. Like it's just like this is gross. I'm not taking this again. I don't care. So like the fact that you had to
No,
take that for years is just atrocious, and our hearts go out to you for having to deal with all that bullshit. So
Seroquel is a really messed up drug for my understanding because it messes with your dreams. One
yes.
minute you could be dreaming about somebody out of the blue about sex dreams, the next minute it could be something else. It's like
yeah,
really a lucid dreaming, so to speak.
a
And
lot of these
then,
antipsychotics will do that to
yeah,
you.
antipsychotics are, excuse my French on the radio, it's pretty fucked up.
Yeah,
I'm not
and
gonna lie.
right, but let's talk more about the triumph because I know you've been able to persevere and triumph through all this stuff. So what was the one constant in your life that was able to get you through all these issues?
I'm talking to people because like Harsh wasn't a doctor. He was there for me to help me get better. Scott helped me get better because he gave me money to get by to so I can get my medication so I'm mentally stable so I don't end up in the hospital. Harsh was there for me because he was a kick-ass brother from the States. He was phenomenal. He was always there for me. And throughout my whole ordeal with mental health, there's people out there that actually care. And you don't find that very often on like whether it's Facebook, it's Snapchat, and all those platforms. No offense, Facebook's after changing over the years because
Yeah.
it's more fuckery than anything.
Well, I'll tell you one thing, even in real life, it's hard to find people who actually care about you. There are
Yes,
people who claim to be your best friends and all that bullshit, but that's only when you're partying with them and hanging out with them and all that. But when it comes to like the nitty-gritty of how things really work, very few and far between.
yeah,
There are
you got
very few
that
and far
right.
between people in your life that you can really trust.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if you guys have
Let
noticed in
us
the
say it,
background,
but we're
that's
not going to act it
Shakespeare
out.
and Blackhead. If anybody's wondering what that is, it's Cape Spear and
Oh, that's
Blackhead.
beautiful. Like I said, I was just wondering. That's such a beautiful background. But
Someday I might take some pictures with my phone and I'll post it on Facebook. You're more than welcome to message me
yeah,
and
absolutely.
whatnot. I can show you.
But yeah, back to that. It's so important to figure out who are the people that are actually in your lives, and the
Yeah,
people you just want to keep at it is like, yeah, what's up, guy? What's up? But then people who are really there for you when you need it the most, it's few and far between. And
yeah.
as long as people realize that, it's all good. I
Like
can say
one thing
people like
that
Hart and Scott are
I've
the two
noticed.
closest
Oh, one thing I've noticed over the years, Hart,
people in
is
my
that
life. Yeah,
it's all about like
and
treating
this goofy
people the
fucker
way
on the
you
bottom.
want to be treated.
That's really not
What was
something to flex, Harsh. Having me being one of your closest friends. That's actually kind
well?
of bad. That's sad, actually.
I know, I know. What can I say? I've made some bad life decisions.
I mean, that's atrocious or something.
I know my mental health problems are worse than yours, Michael, because the two people I talk to are the most are a pasty leprechaun named Scott Junior and a half breed named Scott Senior. That's how bad like my life is. I'm such an idiot sometimes. And Robert
Well,
Wall.
Scott, you still owe me a steak, so someday I'll come to Louisiana and you gotta cook me up a nice
All right.
T-bone steak or a crocodile. I want to try something different, you know?
Crocodile? Scott, you cook crocodile.
It definitely does.
Crocodile. This isn't
Yeah, I want to try
Australia.
it out.
There's no crocodiles down here. The hell?
You mean alligators?
Yeah. It's like a whole different species of lizard. Crocodile.
Whatever.
They're
Big
so-
lizard.
It's not
Just
whatever.
walk
I mean,
away,
it's
off me.
those are only like native to Africa and like Australia and shit.
Well, you still owe me a T-bone steak, Scott.
It won't be a gator steak. It won't be a crocodile steak. Let's put it that way.
Well, I'll tell you what, you can if I sometime come to the States, you gotta cook it for me.
Okay. That's a deal. I'll make
Yeah,
that.
we're gonna have a gator gumbo then at Scott's place.
Gator gumbo.
Apparently, there's no crocodiles. It's alligator.
There's not even crocodiles in the United States. The fuck, unless you go to a zoo.
I know that's what I'm saying. It's gonna be gator gumbo.
Unless you go to a
Scott.
zoo. I think that's the only
Florida,
place you'll
there
find
is.
crocodiles, in the zoo.
There's down around Florida, Scott.
No, those are gators. They're
Scallops.
very, he's
Okay,
very
never mind.
specific.
Alf said Scott's going to make scallops and crawfish.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Agreed.
I mean,
Scallops,
actually,
crawfish,
like
and gator
fish,
gumbo.
Actually, that might actually work.
What,
I could
gator
actually
gumbo?
see it. No, like scallops and crawfish, like make an etouffee type with
No,
scallops
but you got to
and
make
crawfish.
gator gumbo as well.
You just don't put an alligator in gumbo, man. What the hell's wrong with you?
They do. They do in New Orleans, I remember.
No, they don't. Oh, well, in New Orleans, we don't even give a shit about New Orleans. I mean, like the entire state, we all hate New Orleans. We would have wished, like, Katrina would have just washed it off the map.
Oh my god.
Well,
I mean,
what's his face told you so? Who's that singer there? It was like, no one cares about.
No, I mean, it was so bad down there. Like, they were building a Hard Rock building, like a Hard Rock hotel down there at one point, and like part of the building collapsed. Okay, and it killed two people. Well, actually, it killed more than two people, but two people got trapped in the building, and one body literally hung off the side of the building with the legs hanging out the side for 2 years before they finally did something about it.
No. What?
That's freaky.
2 years that guy's legs hung from the side of that building before they actually did something about it. And people wonder why we don't give a shit about New Orleans. That's why. You know, that's a key indicator right there.
Speaking of mental health, there you go.
I've never traveled to the U.S. I was going to before I lost my job. I was going to meet up with Harsh. And so.
Where are you at?
Where
are you?
I'm in St. John's, Newfoundland, there, Hart.
Newfoundland.
Yeah. Born and raised here.
Yeah, he's in Hart's in Winterpeg.
I see you out there, Troy. Jasimo Moha. Hello, how are you today?
Salam alaikum, Jasimo.
We still got snow on the ground anyway, people.
It's almost going away here. Almost. Yeah.
Yeah, the weather here was nuts. It was like,
how are you an Indian and you still can't pronounce Arabic terms correctly? That's just gonna bother the shit out of me.
Who?
You who?
I pronounced
shit
it
through
correctly.
feathers? Assalamu alaikum.
Yeah, salam alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. Yeah, they could say either one. You can say either one, Whitey.
Troy says it's apparently Troy in Bangladesh thinks it's dog shit hot there.
No, I mean that it is their summer right now. So
how hot is dog shit? That's my question. Watch, she's gonna send it in cellulose, and I'm gonna have to do the conversion.
I wouldn't know.
We use Fahrenheit here, sir. Imperial measurements only. Thank you.
Well, you guys don't get snow anyway over there, Scott. So you can count your.
I think the last time it snowed was like
over there.
When was the last time it snowed? Like 2018 or something like that here?
Oh,
You're lucky
Well-
you had some good snow, Scott.
Last week
Yeah,
was
that's
nuts, 'cause we had-
exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna drive all the way up to Canada just to get snow.
Last week
I
was
could see
nuts.
me.
Tell you what, I'll deliver it to
It's-
you. And
that's not
by the time
hot.
it gets to you, it'll be
Troy-
melted in.
Troy just says it's 85 degrees Fahrenheit in
That's not
Bangladesh
even
today.
close to hot.
That's not hot.
That's
in that
warm.
region, you can get to 120.
That's nice.
easily.
Nice. Well, I mean, it's overly warm. I wouldn't be comfortable,
Right,
but
that's
I
not
mean,
hot.
it's not like
But yeah, I mean, I remember that a week ago it was like 60 degrees, and then when it was Friday at Bridge Fest, it was like 30 all of a sudden. You're like, what the fuck is this?
just
I'm
out
a
of the blue.
Canadian. Bring on global warming. Oh,
That's all it is global warming, Hart. What are you talking about? We signed a climate action thing over here in Canada, over at St. John's, for no good reason, and they're not even doing anything. Now they're coming out with Tesla cars and electric cars. What's the point?
I mean, okay,
Tesla?
to be fair,
demons to it.
look,
You can drive out of your
look. Everybody
out
can
of
complain
your
about
driveway back to the impound lot.
everybody can complain about global warming all they want, but the plain and simple fact of it is, hold on, let me finish. Let me finish. The whole thing behind it is that every ounce of CO2 emissions does get trapped in the atmosphere. And what that does is it acts as an insulation. Now, you take all of these vehicles and everything that we have that goes all over the road, and this is just normal science. This is not a pipe dream or anything crazy. This is actual factual science, that the CO2 does not allow heat to go up into the upper atmosphere as it should. And all of this shit that we have down here that generates heat has to go somewhere. So guess what happens? It goes and it bounces off of the CO2 and it kind of gets trapped there. And guess what that causes? That causes global warming. That's general science.
Well, Scott,
That's
over here,
the
our weather,
generality. The
I've
weather
noticed
is
it.
the
I can feel it in the
reality.
air.
That's another thing.
Well, but here's the thing. There is technologies where some of these schools are making like these
as empirical evidence as an army-based mission.
Well, no, I mean, it's very possible that we don't have to really slow production of anything that we do if we do things to neutralize our carbon output, which is very, very fucking possible. I mean, there's carbon reclamation plants. CO2, I mean, hell, we drink sodas. We like CO2 in our stuff. It's not hard to figure out how to get it out of the damn atmosphere. You know, I mean, yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. Clean energy is a route to go, but people need to stop trying to fucking regulate it and use it as like personal piggy banks and shit. Yes, I'm looking at you, Elon Musk.
There you go. That's the whole thing.
And stop trying to tote a product that's actually worse for the environment than what you're trying to replace with it. I mean, come on. These batteries that's in these fucking electric cars, excuse me, people, you know, that's probably more damaging. The mining behind that's probably more damaging to the environment than having few million fucking gas burning cars.
Yeah, exactly. If you have your say your late 60s 10 mile per gallon behemoth,
you'll never get cars like that again.
If you run that thing, it is less harmful to the environment than it is to produce one of these so-called electric smart cars.
I hate to say it, but thermonuclear energy, wind energy, and solar energy, and if we were to convert to those things, which are all free, especially thermonuclear, you know,
we are straying a little bit off of the topic here. It was a mental
health. Well, I mean, okay, people's idiocracy is part of my mental health. So, I just had to get that out there.
Yeah,
And, you know,
yeah.
it is a
Well,
news
the thing
night
is
too.
with
So,
you, Scott, you just tell it how it is. If nobody likes it, you just tell it how it is.
well, you know
You don't
what?
give a fuck.
If you don't like it,
You
then
told
I'm
me
not
that a
talking about
while
you.
ago.
I'm not talking about you, but I mean, for anyone listening, if you don't like it, if you don't like me telling it how it is, you're more than welcome to not listen. I could give a shit less either way. So there's that.
Well, yeah, and there's a that is a bit of part of the mental stability.
You're probably the
the
most
thing is,
being
I've been on
mentally
I've been
unstable
on that
person.
medication. It's not funny. Sorry to interrupt you, Scott.
Oh no,
But
it's fine.
right now I'm on different ones. I'm on olanzapine now and Divalproex, which got sodium, makes me want to drink pop, and then I'm on Anamoxin for ADHD. Hence the word I'm using diet drinks because of the sugar tax, because our federal government are being fucking idiots. $10 million of soda. Diet Pepsi. I have to drink Diet Pepsi because I can't have sugar. And I'm trying to quit drinking sugar because I'm trying to lose weight here. Doesn't help the fact that
it's always amazing to me.
I drink energy drinks.
It's always amazing to me how one medication causes another problem, which in turn causes another problem, which then causes another problem, and before you know it, you're falling apart.
Well, when I was on lithium, Scott, I was like a fucking zombie.
Oh,
you
no,
could just talk to me and I wouldn't even
I know people
it.
that's been on lithium and they get the shakes,
Well,
and it almost looks like Parkinson's disease. They'll just like sit there and shake and they can't control it. It's like, what the fuck? You know, I don't even know those people.
Lithium made me hallucinate like something coming out of a wall. I was like, what the fuck?
Okay, well,
I had to get
let
off of
me ask you a question. Have they ever tried like Depakote or anything to that effect? Like Depakote? That might be that would be a good replacement for like lithium. It doesn't have the same side effects. You wouldn't get shakes.
I was just coming down off of it before I quit lithium. I never had Depakote.
Yeah, I would ask the doctor about Depakote because that is Depakote is actually right. Well, yeah, olanzapine works good to put you to sleep, but Depakote would be a good mood stabilizer to replace the lithium with, and it wouldn't have the same side effects.
I'm not on lithium anymore. I'm on Divalproex, which are
Divalproex. Yeah, that's Depakote.
Yeah, that's what I'm on. I'm on 500 milligrams. I got to take 2 a day before I go to sleep. Actually, I take them at night.
That's actually a low dose. How many milligrams per tablet, if you don't mind me asking?
500 milligrams, Scott.
Okay, so that's 1,000 milligrams. That's actually kind of a, well, I mean, no, that's about right. That's about right because, well,
salt, man.
Well, no. Because for lithium to be fully effective in a system, it would have to be up and around the 900 milligram level. So that would be about right. Because
I'll tell you how much I was on. 2,000.
Yeah, that's a lot. That is a lot. That's almost sounds like you had a doctor that was over prescribing stuff at one point.
Yeah,
that is a lot. That is way beyond what anyone, unless you have like severe mental disorders and schizophrenia.
I do. I have manic.
No. Whenever I'm not talking about manic. I'm talking about like full blown psychosis. Can't come out of it. That's when you would give somebody 2,000 milligrams of lithium a day. I mean, that's
like when I first ended up in the hospital when I was 19. I wasn't going through psychosis so much. It was more like a psychotic episode. I was going to fucking kill someone.
The psychotic episodes and psychosis is very similar, except one provides hallucinations.
I mean, knock on wood, Scott. I'm not doing coke. God, I don't do coke. I may have a joint here and there. I don't
Actually,
do crack, and I don't do
marijuana.
any of the other drugs like heroin or crystal meth or any of that. I don't even fucking touch that. I'm like, no.
Okay, but
I
what
might
grade?
have a drink of beer here and there just to freaking calm my tits.
What grade?
But
What
just,
grade
relax
bipolar
my
are
brain.
you? What grade bipolar are you? Is it 1 or 2?
I'm bipolar, manic depression.
Okay, so that would be bipolar 1. Believe it or not, THC would probably be extremely beneficial for you. In all honesty,
I've after smoking weed before, Scott, not gonna lie, especially indica, it's after made me feel a lot better. But like the thing is, my doctor won't prescribe it unless it was the last resort type thing.
We're in Canada now,
if it
man.
works,
We're all
if you're in
good. We're all
Canada,
good.
it's legal. You can just go and
Yes,
buy it.
it's legal, but like I'm trying to get a prescription for it so I don't have to pay the money.
I get you there. It was, you see, this was the thing. It almost took taken away from the medical aspect of what it was before, and it was prescribed beforehand. And the ones that were getting it were getting medical grade.
If you get, I promise you
stuff
right
beforehand.
now. I promise you right now. If you're able to talk your doctor, if you're able to get your doctor to write you a prescription, if you're able to talk your doctor into it, I promise you, probably within the first year, you'll be off of the antidepressants as well as mood stabilizers.
Yeah.
I'm almost willing to bet money on it.
You can still go to the store though, bro. You know.
I can get weed anytime I want to, down the road,
exactly.
down the road.
You know, and if you don't want to go do the trippy thing, there's the CBD extracts and such. It's all there provided.
I wouldn't say
it's not the greatest medicine, but it's still it's better than nothing.
You know what would work for you?
I have
a good sativa.
1 or 2 joints a day, once or 2 joints at a time one day.
You need something a little
stronger. I ate peanut butter like when I was sawing. I even ate a block of cheese.
You need something. You need to go get you a couple of cartridges. A couple of 1 gram cartridges, like a hybrid and a sativa.
You mean like a weed vape there, Scott?
Yeah, like a liquid vape.
That's not a bad idea. I never thought of that.
Yeah, well, they're a lot stronger than flower, a lot stronger than actual bud.
The only thing I do now is this. This is my new vape.
Yeah, well, they're similar to that. So that's a nicotine vape.
No problem.
Yeah.
I'm trying to quit smoking, but smoking's kicking me.
I would not have this beautiful voice if I did not smoke.
$18 a pack here, Scott, for a pack of cigarettes. That's fucking nuts. The native reserve ones are cheaper. $50 a carton.
That's a good way to make you stop buying cigarettes. Just like make it to where nobody can afford them.
Yeah, basically, they used to be $10 a pack of Scott. Jeez. I remember that way back in 2000.
I started at $5, and then it jumped to 10. They literally taxed themselves double their profits, and then so they literally made billions of dollars with every single day that never went back into the economy or the people with their.
That's our federal government. That's Trudeau for you, there, Hart.
Oh, that's even way back then. Way we're talking.
How old are you, Hart?
I'm 40. Yeah, 40.
He had to think about it.
Oh, you're leaving it at that. Okay.
I'm 40.
Been buying smoke since I was 13. They didn't care back then.
I think I'm 40.
You just had a little tiny moped or a scooter. I can see you driving one of them now.
There you go.
Oh, I wish. No, yeah.
That'd be nice. See, Hart riding around on a moped. Scooter gangs.
We were talking about this yesterday, moped.
Scooter gangs. Shit, yeah.
But yeah, no, I've been around with those at the Honda one. Oh, I wanted that thing. That's fantastic.
I just don't like the winter. I mean, the winter is kicking my sinuses.
Well,
that's the only thing I don't like about the winter. I just wish the snow would just finally fuck up. And just leave us so next day have a half-decent spring.
We complain about cigarettes here. Yeah, Australia, they get apparently gouged like crazy, so, and they
Yeah,
have
it's like
weird numbers. They have 30
$35 a
packages.
like $35
Oh
a
yeah,
pack.
it's $45, $50 for 30 cigarettes. It's like wow.
Jesus.
It's not even worth smoking anymore. That's the way it boils down to.
Right?
Well, I mean, that's not a bad thing. I mean, you essentially add, supposedly, according to the Centers for Disease and Control and whatever, Department of Public Health and Hospitals, you could actually gain. You can actually
Around
gain 11 years by quitting smoking.
18 something.
No, it's 11.
Scott, how much is a pack of cigarettes in Louisiana?
I want to say it's like $4 to $5 a pack.
Fuck.
That's fucking nutting, man. You're lucky.
And you know what's bad is I remember when I was like 18 years old, they were like $1.25 a pack for like Marlboros. And it was like, okay, well, I'm gonna smoke now. I want to be 18 and cool, so I'm gonna start smoking.
They promote smoking and alcoholism like crazy down there in the States, and it's just like pretty much given away. And it's like mouths to do it because it's so bloody cheap.
Scooter games.
I just vape because of the fact that it just eliminates the cravings. So I don't want to put a cigarette in my mouth and just smoke it. And I'm able to breathe better. I don't feel like.
Well, I mean, it could always be
everything else to go along with it. I mean, there's more fucking chemicals in tobacco than it is in a vape.
Well, I mean, all of it's bad for you. I mean, you're essentially not going to do anything good unless you just quit all of it.
Right.
The worst thing about Canada, where I'm to, is the fucking vape tax. The vape tax is fucking nuts. That's why I buy everything off Ontario, because over in Ontario, you don't pay for the vape tax. Here you fucking do.
And you know that's the thing, though.
I mean, about Ontario.
I only smoke because I want to. I'll quit smoking whenever I feel like quitting.
It's like 35% for vape tax there, Scott, plus the 15 or 16 sales tax.
I hate to tell you this, I feel really bad for you. I feel really bad for you, but
John's Hart.
At the same time, I don't live there, so I mean, I can't really care if that's the correct way.
Yeah, no, Canada tax out the yin yang for whatever they can. No, we have carbon tax.
That's because they're trying to make you quit doing these things. So they tax the shit out of it in an effort to make you quit. I mean, it's not rocket science.
Actual carbon. No, that's not. No, that's what quit living, quit buying stuff, quit doing anything that
they're going about it the wrong way.
They're going over just because
you really want to stop.
It takes carbon.
Okay.
Yeah, no, we are taxed like crazy up here in Canada. Please don't deny that. This is a fact. This is the thing. They choose whatever they feel like to take money from us.
Okay. You really want to stop all of these problems with overtaxation of things? What you do is you legalize and untax everything. Let everything go untaxed and let everything be legal. And I may explain to you why.
Have a talk for me there.
Well, hold on. I'm not finished. Don't interrupt me.
Sorry,
and I'm going to tell you why. If you interrupt me again, I'll kick you off the call. And I'm going to tell you why. And then he does it again. What the hell is wrong with you? Shut up.
I missed.
All right. Anyway, if you legalize everything and you untax it and you just let people go nuts, for a while there, a lot of people would die. A lot of people would probably die almost immediately. That's fine. You dig a hole, you bury them all in the hole, and then the next wave of people will slowly die. And then you dig another big hole and you bury all of those. And then finally, the rest of them with common sense will still be around and you won't have these problems anymore. It's amazing how that works, isn't it?
That's probably the harsh reality of it. But if that was the imaginary case to happen.
And Scott, I apologize for interrupting you, man.
All right, it's okay. I was just giving you a hard time anyway. You'll learn my sense of humor eventually, sir. Oi,
Do you remember your
Hundra
point there,
Aki
Michael? Of what?
Bode. That is a lot of crap right there. Alejandro Aki Bode, or whatever. You know.
Yeah, probably what.
So look, I love when you idiots come.
You don't need these. Y'all going off with your medical talk. It's like this is like I'm anti that. You don't need them. Michael,
because he cured my 6 years. SH
and people who actually care. You need care. Everyone needs care, and that's what it is.
Alejandro Okubari says, because he killed my 6-year HSV2. You can also contact him. He listens. He understands. He respects. And most of all, oh, shit. Harsh took it off the screen, so now I can't see it. Never mind. Oh, there it is. But most of all, he asked in response to concerns. Dedication, really? Dedication and loyalty wasn't about money or payment. Okay, well then, what the fuck are you here? Get off of my goddamn thread. You so fucking piece of shit.
Awesome. You just read spam.
Welcome
That's
back,
the greatest thing ever.
No, I was doing that on purpose just to point out how fucking stupid it was. Oh, I thought, Kim, I'm sorry. $50 a pack of cigarettes in Australia. I really thought that said $50 a pack of pork chops for some reason. I must be hungry. Never mind.
Yes, you must be. That's why you're so hangry.
I'm hangry. Somebody give me a Snickers.
Hungry.
You don't even know how to pronounce words in your own language. Well, fuck, I can't speak that language.
What language is that supposed to be? Well, hell, that was English. What happened? I don't know. I don't know. I do not know. It's, I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know how to pronounce.
No, what happened to Michael?
I don't know what happened to Michael. The CrayolaSec page seems like the, what do you call it? It seems like the Wild Wild West.
It always is. We designed it to be that way, sir.
Mission accomplished.
Good afternoon, Miss Rossi Flores. How are you today?
Okay.
Our government's so corrupt. Okay, Trinket, which government are we speaking of?
Every government.
Every government. So
well, I mean, I wanted to call out her own government in particular for some reason.
Let's get to it where the actual reality. The more local you get, the more corrupt it is, and that's where the backdoor deals are really, really given. The higher echelons, those backdoor deals, those don't. I mean, they don't know for the puppets that are given, or the puppets of the so-called leaders that they're presented towards us. So
okay, so Trinket says she's from Australia. You know, it seems to me that we have a rather large amount of people that follow us in Australia. So Trinket, I do me a favor. Ask these people, when are they going to just get rid of their tyrannical government that they have over there and get rid of Chinese rule?
Oh,
It's just a curiosity question.
is Scott telling it how it is? Apparently, they're sort of CCPD rules, but also American rules. Like all their entire police force is American based companies. And
Who's that in Australia?
Yeah, and then but it's pretty much the politically it is ruled by the Chinese Communist Party.
No, Rossi says, "Well, Chicago is one."
It is in so many ways. Like I don't even understand how. I'm surprised Lori Lightfoot didn't get reelected. That's how surprised I am about the.
Because Lori Lightfoot actually died like 10 years ago, and y'all were just like, that was just a corpse. Okay, I don't know how many of y'all actually know that.
Get reelected all the time. Look at Daley. Daley's corpse got reelected 5 times. Like, come on, like that's why I'm so surprised.
There's a city in Alaska that had a cat as the mayor for like 12 years, and they said that was like the best mayor they ever had.
Probably.
That's really not surprising.
I'm all for this. That is, so let's have all traditional and governmental type ordering is ordered by the animals, and the animals rule and tell us what is.
Well, Lori Lightfoot was definitely an animal.
Say like there's a trial, okay? They have to walk amongst the animals.
Yeah. Well, Lori Lightfoot was definitely one of those animals.
That's an insult to animals. Animals are not that.
I mean, literally, she like died 10 years ago, and y'all just kept re-electing her. And then whenever she goes to leave office, I think somebody like accidentally broke one of her legs or something. I don't know. It was weird. You can tell she's been dead for a long time. Just look at her face. That's a key indicator right there. You know, like the mummification was just like the mummification was starting to fall off. It was like, okay, you know, I wonder if she had like a makeup team that like tried to patch all of her face back together every afternoon.
She definitely did, but I didn't know I thought she was an alien. I didn't know she was a corpse.
No, that's
Chicago
corpse,
politician that looks like the one from Rick and Beetlejuice. Dude.
Yep, that's the one. That's Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice Lightfoot.
Beetlejuice Light. No. She looks like the guy with the shrunken head in the office where Beetlejuice was where the 2 people were waiting.
Yeah, he does. He does.
He does.
Yeah, no, it's a she. I think it's a shim. I'm not sure.
Well, yeah, that means propped under the door.
You did what?
Shim. That's what you do.
No, not that. Yeah, okay. Yeah, there you go. Well, why would you trust any government, Trinket? Trinket goes, I personally don't trust any government. Well, that's very smart of you.
Yes. I agree. Oh, what happened to Michael?
I don't know. You just kind of like.
I'm gonna texting Michael right now. Rejoin the live, unless he like lost battery or something.
I hope everything is fine and he's not angry at us. I don't think he is, at least. Anyways.
I don't know. He probably hates me right now, so who knows?
No, I mean, you all had a good. It sounded like old guy. Yeah. It's
what?
Y'all know your medications. Y'all know your medications and ailments.
I was trying to help the man. I wasn't trying to offend him or anything. I wasn't trying to offend him. I was trying to help him.
You sound like a boomer. Okay.
That's because he is a boomer.
No, I was not being boomer-esque. I mean, he was just talking about stuff.
I need to see a birth certificate for Scott. There's no way he's 44.
No, it was.
I don't.
Come on.
I second this.
this is bullshit.
Yeah, we need a birth certificate for Scott.
This is bullshit. Okay. This is just absolute fucking bullshit.
Beard.
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
think-
The fact of the matter is that he was talking about something I actually know a little bit about. So
You sound like you know a few things. Yeah, that's yeah. You surprised me there. Yeah.
I'm a little smarter. I'm a little smarter than I let people believe most of the time.
That's funny though. Are we sure Scott Jr. is not your grandson?
I'm pretty sure he's not. Because that would have
sure?
well, yeah, because that would make me let's see. Okay, so that would have made me 3 when he was born. Or whenever my son would have been born. In order for him to be my grandson, his dad would have been born, or mom would have to have been born when I was 3.
Yeah, but I don't even know if you were 3 in 1982.
I was born in 1979. Can you not math?
Came out full bearded.
I don't know if 79 is true.
1979.
Smoking cigars. Came out, you know.
Don't hate
I'm
me
starting to think
because
maybe
of my
your parents
beautiful
told
voice.
you were born in 79 because they didn't want to like let you know how old you really were.
No, I mean, really, shut up.
Jim says, I'm 51. There is no way you are under 50.
Yes, I am 44 years old. I actually...
Oh, right?
Yes.
That just happened, right? Belated birthday.
Yeah, it was March 27th.
Yeah.
It was March 27, 1959.
79.
59.
And the only reason I grow a beard is because if I don't, I look like a child.
Yeah, right.
So,
Okay,
and the flip side of that is like all of my beard, like the whole fucking thing is great. So it's like when I grow the beard out, it's like, okay, either look really fucking old or look like a child. There's no in between. It's one extreme or the next.
Yeah.
So, yeah, fuck you, gray hair.
So your baby face.
I'm gonna send a bottle of just for men.
So this is hidden baby face.
Well, you see, that's the bad thing about it. I've had this gray in my beard for so fucking long now that if I was to color it, everybody would just no bullshit. You know, like you see me one Tuesday, and then I pop up on the live on Wednesday, and I got a fucking jet black beard. Yeah. No, nobody's gonna notice at all.
A bottle of just for men and this Joe Charter CD.
Nobody's gonna notice at all. This guy went from gray to black. Don't ask him how. It's completely natural, okay? No, it's not how it's gonna work at all.
But no, we gotta see Babyface Scott. One show.
Yeah, we have to see Babyface Scott. If you've seen Bearded Harsh, you can see Babyface Scott.
How about we both do this? New moon.
New moon.
Whenever
you have seen Babyface Scott. Harsh?
Oh yeah, that was the Bowser photo, right?
Yeah.
The Bowser photo.
I don't know if that made you look younger though.
No. Are you talking about the one where when I had just the goatee right here and it was like down here?
Let me see the Bowser.
I don't remember.
See, well, yeah, the goatee makes facial hair makes a difference. It does.
And I mean, I kept the mohawk.
See, and this is where lots of others they get confused. The goatee is just the chin hair. Okay, goatee with a different sort of mustache is a goatee with a different sort of mustache, and whatever mustache is sorting is going to be, yeah, it's usually recognized too.
See, I kept
But
I look, I had to retain some youngness. I kept the mohawk. See it? See that?
Yeah, yeah. You're such the rebel. But what sort of responses did you get for that hairstyle?
Well, I mean, I keep it braided most of the time, or I try to anyway.
Oh, see, that's it. You're like, you're all big and huge, and no one's gonna say anything, anyways.
No. They see me walking up to them in the aisle in Walmart. It's like, whoa, shit. So I got to be careful sometimes. You don't want to just run up on random people at Walmart. You scare the fuck out of them. They don't like it.
See, but this, I was going to get to that. I shaved my, I have it right here. Okay, so baldness. They're not getting it.
This picture was taken in 1925 when I didn't have any hair.
Baldness with a little bit of goatee and mustache, and but then Buddy said to me, "It's like, oh, I'd be scared if you pulled up in a tow truck." Yeah, I'm not sure to be scared.
I remember when
well, the last time you shaved off your head, that was really bizarre.
No, I think the weirdest thing was whenever I first met Harsh, he had a pump.
Yeah.
It didn't look like him at all. Yeah, it was like this Ricky Ricardo thing going on in the front of his head.
Yeah, it changed its shape during the live stream. You gotta watch it.
Oh yeah. It was that was the Metamorphosis pump. Yeah, I remember that now. It was like a Decepticon. It would just change in the middle of shows.
Yeah, exactly.
Harsh would like go off camera and he would come back with a completely different hairstyle.
Yeah. And then like 2 a.m. it's just like.
There was that one time he was live and he was at karaoke, and I'm not going to say what happened, but it made him go back and edit the videos.
Oh yeah, that was awesome. That was great. No, I was at karaoke. That was at
I don't remember where that was, but
it wasn't karaoke. That's some other open mic night. Yeah.
I was busy, but I was producing the show, so I was kind of like half-ass paying attention, so I missed that part. So Harsh asked me in the chat, he's like, "Did y'all see what just happened? Did I forget to turn my camera off?" And I was like, "Nah, I didn't see shit." So I let this poor man go on for like God knows how long before he realized it was on there.
I remember that.
I had to run to the editing room like the next day.
I was like, "Oh wow, this is sort of embarrassing, but sort of great."
That's awesome. No, you can only find it on YouTube anyway. So
he goes, "Did you see that?" I was like, "No, I didn't see anything." Oh, okay, cool.
Exactly. I was just like, "Nope, gotta edit it out." Bye.
I mean, I was like kind of half-ass paying attention. I'm not going to sit here and lie about it, Shit happens.
Yeah. I just can't believe Alex said you look like Bowser.
She didn't say that. That was you that said that.
No, she also said that.
No. She didn't want you to feel bad and make you fail at your joke.
No,
so that's the only reason she went along with it.
Look like Bowser.
That's the only reason she went along with it.
No, she didn't. She's not that type. She'll let you know how she feels.
Bowser wouldn't look like me unless he was a bodybuilder. That's the only way it's gonna happen. Yeah. Do what?
You throw on some not quite night-like, but yeah, I can see you if you put a shield on your back and you have a shield in front of you.
Yeah, you definitely would look. You definitely could pull the Bowser.
What?
I think that's what you dress up as for Halloween. Just Bowser.
What? No.
Yes.
Okay. I'll dress up like Bowser. I'll dress up like Bowser if you dress up like Apu from The Simpsons.
I don't remember how he dresses like.
Oh, it's easy.
I
He's got
mean,
like the signature
the
Indian
like
pants
an
with
ice cream, like
the
the 40s ice cream server.
no, like the traditional Indian pants that go like all the way up the stomach with the suspenders that hold them up.
Suspenders.
And yeah,
I'm
70s.
trying
like
to
the
look at
collared
that.
button-up
Apu
shirt.
Simpsons. That just looks like a white pants shirt.
And you have to do
jacket.
the voice all night too.
Like
That's the
milk
only way it's going to
delivery
work.
dude, but Indian.
Sorry about that, people.
Michael, you're back. Lovely.
That's the only way I'm going to accept it, Harsh. I'll
What?
dress up like Bowser if you dress up like that.
I'm looking at it right now. I'm just like, that doesn't really seem that.
And you have to do the voice all night too, though.
It's
With the
just
Quickie
like
Mart,
voice
with the
all
Quickie
night?
Mart
No.
name tag, the whole 9 yards now.
I could do the shirt, the pants, and the jacket. I'm not doing that.
Let's reveal his full name that apparently no one can pronounce. This is why he doesn't share it. It's just like,
Oh,
Apu. It's not Apu no
Hasapina
Hasapina
Penalon.
Penalon. And it's like no one. I'm too ignorant to say that. Everyone too ignorant to try.
I know how to pronounce his name, but I just don't use his name because nobody
You
knows
know
him
it?
by his name.
I don't even know Harsh's. So it's just
Oh my
he's Harsh.
God.
You don't know Harsh's name?
No.
Near do I.
Oh, okay. Well, then never mind. I don't know it either. I lied.
Yeah.
See, like he's Harsh. No, has to be the Penelon to me.
I lied. Never mind. I don't know his name.
Never mind. One day
Harsh,
we're
you
gonna have a
remind me of the
contest
guy
on who
from
can
the
say my
Quickie
name
Mart out of
accurately.
The Simpsons.
We're gonna have a contest one day. Who could say my full name accurately?
I can.
My full name, not like my legal name.
Oh,
See, got you there. Legal name, anyone could say it.
Yeah,
Kim says I meant to say goatee. Will goatee.
Yeah, I did. This takes a little over a year to do. Yeah, so I'm willing to get this off and to go on the new moon though. It has to be on
When
the
is the
moon
new
cycle.
moon?
I don't know. I could look it up on my phone.
I'm gonna look it up right now. New moon.
At least you can grow a half decent goatee. I can't even grow a half decent goatee to save my life over there, Hart.
Oh, the new moon will be new moon will be April 19th, so that'll be a Wednesday.
Oh,
Next Wednesday. There you go.
squirrely.
New
Squirrely
moon
night.
in the Chicagoland area. It'll be new moon. Will be April 19th at 11:12 p.m.
We can
Central.
even shave it on live stream. We can do it on the Squirrely Show, Squirrely Hump Day.
the Squirrely Hump Day.
Yep, same time for Winnipeg as well. So there you go. Now we're gonna check Baton Rouge just to be
it should be done at noon. New moon ceremonies like that.
new moon for Baton Rouge is 11:12 p.m. April 19th. So yeah, we're gonna have a late night show 11:12 p.m. Everyone's baby faced. They're gonna see
Hey,
Scott
Scott,
without a
I
beard.
just noticed your banner in the background. Congrats on that one. Yours looks pretty cool too.
Well, and guess who made those back? And guess who painted those?
Ooh,
Our squirrel herself,
cool.
Alex Thomas.
Speaking
Yeah,
of,
I used to do design myself. I used to do designs myself way back when I was young.
oh,
I should get back into it.
Yeah.
see, that's actual painted like that stuff's smaller, and that's all done by hand, and all those lines are crisp. But oh, wow,
Are you okay, Scott?
I'm fine.
I noticed your eyes that time.
Scott just can't believe that
I
Hart
know.
and I think he was born in the 50s. Scott's just like, what's the point?
I'm pretty sure my ID is floating around
Later
everywhere
on,
out
I'm
there.
going to share y'all pops my pops' photo, and then like I've been telling y'all, he looked like my dad. I'm for real. I'm for real serious.
I gotta see that.
Where are your glasses? And that's the thing too. How come we can see his eyes tonight? Is there something
I've
off?
decided to wear contacts tonight, okay? I don't know what the fucking big deal is. I wear contacts.
And my pops had LASIK eye surgery. Now he looks strange as so I was like, where are your glasses? So another resemblance of Scott looks strange and my pops look strange. Yeah, I can probably do that too, and talk to him and get a new photo with and without glasses. My pops looks like Scott's.
That's awesome. God. All right. So for the record, he was legally born in according to a birth certificate, he was born in 1979. That's what we're told.
Oh, he sent it. It's for real. For real. We're evil age. That's when my brother was born.
What day of the week was that? March 27th, 1979. It was on a Tuesday.
Tuesday.
And
I'm
when
going to
was?
get the moon and everything. I'm going to get the
Oh,
moon.
and guess when is Scott's birthday next year?
March 27th again.
March
On a Wednesday.
Oh, okay.
The next time it'll be on a Tuesday is 2020. Might be 2030. Oh. You have the leap year. So that's 2024, 2025, 2026, 2027, 2028. Oh, 2029. So when Scott turns 50, 70, 50, it'll be on a Tuesday. 2029.
What's the boomer range? But 45.
45 to 59, I believe. I can't believe Kim Archibald said, I'm 51. There's no way you're under 50.
You're 51, Harsh? You're
No,
51?
about Scott's age.
Not our words. We didn't say it.
I know. Those are her words.
This
Michael,
is what the alternate race thinks of Scott.
Right. Just remember.
Not race. Sorry, gender. Sorry.
Gender. Right. Michael, just remember, if you're ever feeling bad about yourself or your mental health problems, just remember, no one believes Scott is 44 years old. Apparently. Apparently, no one does. I can't believe.
My date of birth, their Harsh is Einstein.
I'm not Einstein.
Except for the year.
See, this is why we got to do the babyface show. We got to do the babyface show, and let's see Scott's babyface. Yeah. And then too, we gotta hold it. You gotta hold it and keep it shaved for 2 days later for Friday's show too, because the shaving, the day of shaving, and then a few days later, everyone looks different. Yeah.
God.
Hey, Hart, we can always call if he ever shaves his head to Scott, he looked like Mr. Clean.
Oh.
I'm not bald.
What
You're
does
almost
it
there.
do?
You're almost there, Scott.
There's
I mean,
like we do have our friend.
I was
He's
looking
been
at my phone,
absent in
Troy.
the
I wasn't
chat.
actually even paying him any attention, if you want me to be honest. See, look, there he goes. Now he's got this weird. Stop with the Bollywood shit with your hair.
See,
Jesus Christ.
it's
Just get a
later.
normal fucking haircut. Oh my God, just quit that shit.
Stop, Jesus Christ! Stop with the Bollywood shit. The
Don't
normal
try-
fucking haircut. But you were paying attention. I don't know. But no.
Michael says, you look like Mr. Clean, except if he had hair and a beard, which he has neither of. So
Mr.
you actually don't
See-
look anything like him at all. So never mind.
See, Joe
wasn't talking
Logan,
about
we
Hart, I was
already
talking
have
about you,
Mr.
Scott.
Clean.
Yeah, Joe
Well,
Logan's
I'm
Mr.
Scott.
Clean. What are you talking about?
Joe Logan, he's absent within the chat. Our pal.
A man have a brain, but definitely has some common sense.
Yeah, and there are those humans that are made perfect, and the others they give hair.
Yeah, so basically Michael is perfect because he has no hair. Oh, and now Troy's just, I don't know what the hell he's doing with this stuff. Sky, you want to read that comment?
Yeah,
I
go ahead,
suppose.
bring him here. I mean, why not invite a pedophile to the show?
Is that what?
God.
Sure, absolutely.
You're
Go
all
ahead,
saying we should get
send him a
Dan
link.
Losi here.
Thank you.
know what, Sky?
Warn me if we are
This
like,
this
that's
this
what I'm-
dumbass literally said that this dumbass literally said that you know his charges got downgraded, but he was arrested for like sexual imposition of a minor. Okay. But his charges got downgraded, so that automatically somehow in his fucking head made him innocent. That's not how it works. They pledge you down, but just to get
that's
you.
a plea bargain. It's
Exactly.
bargain.
Yeah. I can't believe it. I just.
I'd like to state the opposite of like there are some innocent human beings who get appointed this thing just like because they want to relieve themselves as urinating around a park, and like it's. I mean, they're just. It has nothing to do.
Right.
Some of them, you know.
Yeah, charge
so
like
there's
that's
false
ridiculous.
incrimination that does happen, and then
Yeah.
there's the awful stuff of like.
I mean, I don't want to make this about race, but there is a history of many of Becky and Karen, you know, making a brown and a black getting false rape charges on a black and a brown person. So I mean, that does racial element does exist. That being said, that has nothing to do with what Troy is talking about. So I just wanted to make that full circle. And also, yeah, urinating in public shouldn't be a sex crime. Like, I don't know how you after
Troy says, "Speak properly, Harsh. This show has your name on it. For fuck's sake."
It's Harsh.
Troy.
Anyway, that's the name on it.
Has your name.
The show has your fucking name on it.
Anyway, the point being is, one, it's Friday night. I don't want to speak properly. Two,
it's Friday night, so I'll speak gibberish if I feel like it.
Exactly. And two, more importantly, I don't know how public urination can be considered a sex crime. That's like the most retarded thing ever.
Who got convicted of public urination?
Oh, that is quite the normality of like that. Yeah, and then
no one I know. No one I know of, but it's still stupid.
Yeah.
Like, that's just dumb to me. Like, that's just, that makes no sense. It's like, okay, that's between someone and a bush.
That's some of, is it a Canadian issue? Yeah, no, say if we God forbid, got drunk, and then we're trying to walk home, and then we're beside a park, and it's like, hey, here's a tree, and then we could be, oh, that's because, oh, yeah, it's,
Aren't you talking about almost like indecent exposure?
yeah, pretty
Is
much,
that the
I
word that
guess.
you were talking about? Yeah. Okay, I gotcha. I didn't
But
say that's in effect. I mean,
they
in a
take
way,
it
I mean, I don't agree with that
beyond
at all.
onto a higher level, and then it's like throwing the books at you, sort of thing. You know, you're already doing this, but let's intensify it, and yeah, make it seem much worse.
Got to do it for those conviction rates, though. Otherwise, it's not going to work.
Well, the law down in the States is a little bit different in Canada because Canada, you either get provincial or federal. Federal, anything past 2 years or 3 years, and then the rest is just like a slap on the wrist, more or less. In States, it's like full time.
Yeah.
So it's a kind of delicate.
Yeah, that whole 3 strikes rule there—that's pretty tyrannical and wowzers.
Yeah, you could be going to jail the rest of your life for stealing a book on your 3rd strike. That's pretty fucking sad.
Yeah, it is. That it is. I'm just glad many states did away with the 3-strike law.
Canada needs to have a death penalty. I mean, we just had 2 alleged men that did sexual assault against minors on VOCM.com. They're Hart, and 2 of them gotten shit for it, and one's an 88-year-old, and another one's a 60-year-old from Newfoundland. I'll post the link in this chat, and you guys can check it out. It's pretty fucking heinous. So yeah, so you guys can filter it off in Facebook, I guess.
Hey Scott, can we add Michael as an admin?
You know, maybe not so much the death penalty, but at least show
and for what reason?
how the justice system is not there, and what they actually promote. You know, is like it's not humanity and caring and for the children or anything, and
it's not.
They go against support, not only support, but promote it, is promoted.
It's the whole thing is gross, but that's what happens when everything is about money. Speaking of Mr. Clean, our guy Country Joe Logan says, "Hello, people."
It's Joe Logan. So you're Mr. Clean. Yeah. If Scott shaved everything, he might look like y'all.
Yes. We've determined that the only way that it would work is if I was to shave my head and cut my beard off, and then I may look like Mr. Clean. Possibly. We're not sure yet. I mean, I look, you see, look, I do have the one earring right here, so that might work.
Some reason I got like you're a genie. I'm getting genie-esque vibes from you.
See, and that's why I love to keep my camera like where it is, because it gives me this horrible angle. Because like if I turn my head, like anyway, I mean you can tell that I'm actually a normal looking person. I just don't like looking normal when I'm on video. So
that's kind of a stretch there. But
I'll take you the link, Harsh. It's in the group as well.
No, I got the link. But anyway, so Scott, can we make Michael one of the editors for the CrayolaSec page?
We're not. The CrayolaSec page is actually not accepting no new people like that right now.
Ah.
Oh, come on. You're going to have a soft spot a little bit, Scott. Come on.
That would be a no, sir. Sorry.
I know. It's not your... I totally understand. I'm pretty cool with that in a way. I've been helping out with Void, so... out with Lucky, so he's been training me to become a better person.
Yeah, Lucky's on that page, so...
Yeah, I uploaded his videos to TikTok, so... The next is will be YouTube and shit like that.
Okay.
Yeah, Michael, I'm just meeting you tonight. It's been a while since I put anything out there, but friend me up. I do. Kind of. I deal with mental health mostly.
Okay. I will do that. Can I add you as a friend? Is that cool too?
Oh yeah. Hart
Can
Honer.
you send me his profile if you can, and I can add him?
Yeah, I'll send you Hart's profile.
Thanks, bro.
No problem.
I'm kind of occupied. I'm just making a coffee for myself. Nescafe. Yay.
I promote more of the natural herbal type remedies and stuff like that. But there is like to have to say that some of these prescribed drugs and stuff like that, they take weaning, and it's not you can't just switch over and
Yeah, I know what you're
so
saying.
there is proper procedures of getting off of some of these um, prescription drugs, pretty much. And yeah,
I just don't like waking up like a zombie. Like it's fucked. That's one thing I don't like doing. I want to wake up like with a normal sleep, but be able to control my thoughts and everything instead of relying on a pill that's going to be like, oh, I got to take this now and
yeah.
so forth.
Well, that's what they mess with the doors, the opening and the closing of our subconscious and conscious doorways. Yeah,
I
and
remember
that's
when I was in a psych ward, okay? This was not a hallucination, Hart. I'm sorry to interrupt you. And I was sitting back one night and I asked God, can I start hearing people's voices? As people were asleep, there was like 3 beds next to me and the 3 beds over on the other corner. And I was hearing people's thoughts as they were asleep. It was telepathic messages. It was just came, and then I told my doctor, and they're like, "Oh, that's hallucinations. We're going to give
no,
you."
no. See, I agree, and you exactly. No, you observed reality. That was reality that happened, and those denied you of what you felt and observed. That's what you observed, my friend.
Like I was born with it, and my mom was telepathic herself, so it just happened the way it did. Everything else came natural.
Mm.
I
Yeah.
had amazing
So,
experiences with that over the years. Stuff that I
yeah.
can't
So
even explain.
some of these things are induced, and then some of them are no, that's what actually happened, right? And the induced stuff is usually to hide the reality of things. Yeah.
I mean, I want to be normal with nothing wrong with me, but that's not going to happen. Not to mention, I was also born with Klinefelter syndrome.
Oh, can you send that in the chat? I know you're pretty apt with that.
What was the name of the syndrome?
Yeah.
Klinefelter syndrome.
I will.
Klinefelter
More of a
syndrome.
female chromosome than a male. Hart?
Okay. So you're born with an extra X chromosome, right?
Correct.
Damn. Man, you've really had it rough.
That would explain why I can't even have kids.
And
Kind of fucky, but like, I
but
don't like adopting because that's like playing God. That's like cloning an animal. In my books, or in my history anyway.
and see, this is what I would just that there would equate to part of adding to your um let's say, for a lack of a better term, but there's a more specific terminology for psychic ability. That
I was
there is.
prone to it before I had the mental illness. I said my first spirit when I was like 10, saw someone waving at me. My mom did mention that was her father saying hello. I was 10 years old when that happened, and I'm not even shitting you.
And it's not really quite psychic. I'm going to predict the future. It's just a feeling, of it's feeling of the underlying essence of what is going on.
Like I have like one other thing too. There, part I've noticed too. My left hand has the letter M on it, and I when I talk to people, my back vibrates like I got wings. It's like a vibration, and it tingles like fucking hell, man. It's almost like a psychic healing, and like my back will arch. It's just really, really confusing. But then again, if I was born with so many gifts, can I share it with the world? The answer is no. Because I told my doctor previously one day just quit on me about it, and he didn't even understand. He referred me to a psychologist.
Oh,
He thought it was all in my head, and it's not.
that's feeling. That's actual feeling, and sort of.
Yeah, like when I look at someone's eyes, okay, for example, I got green eyes, hazel green eyes. When I look at someone's eyes, I was born with a lazy eye. It's starting to be off topic in all sorts of places. I've noticed that when I look in someone's eyes, my eyes will change color to their eyes as I read them. So yeah, just have to. Sorry, Scott, you were going to say something.
That's interesting too. Yeah. I don't know of another eye changing over feeling.
It's just a bumper music playing. We're coming up on the 1 hour and a half mark. Just like to thank everybody for joining us tonight. It's been fun. It's been another Friday. We'll be back again Tuesday at 7 p.m. That's right. Another edition of the CrayolaSec Harsh Reality is ending. I'm your host, Scott Sonnier, Harsh Med, Hart Honer, Scott Jr., and special guest, Mr. Michael Jaden. Or Michael Sean. Harsh, you want to say anything before we go, sir? I think he died.
His usual send
Or connection.
Oh well. Harsh can say goodbye another time. That's going to call it a night for us. Want to tell everybody have a great weekend. Be safe. Please make sure you don't do anything stupid because we want to see you again on Tuesday. CSHR Radio and CrayolaSec Harsh Reality are both copyrighted by Pelican Media and Guarantee Broadcasting. All rights reserved. Have a great weekend.